warm welcome all of you to the add-on course conducted by Matha College on capacity building and life skill development. I am Anupi Matthew, Assistant Professor in the Department of Commerce, and I will be handling the fourth module, which is on group discussion, interview training, and interpersonal skills. This fourth module is divided into 3 units. The first unit will be talking about the group discussion. Second and third units will be speaking about interview training and interpersonal skills. Being students, you all know the relevance of these topics as it's all about employability, which is a prime outcome of your UG or PG course. So if this course is going to be of use to you, I will count myself blessed, and seeking God's grace, let's begin. So this unit is about group discussion training, and this is going to be the outline of the course, the first unit. The characteristics and structure of a group discussion, process of a group discussion, traits expected from the applicants, prerequisites of a group discussion, and do's and don'ts in a group discussion. But before going to talk about the GD characteristics, let's first talk about what a GD is. The term GD or group discussion is known to you all. You all are familiar with the term, and you might have heard this term in relation with a recruitment or selection process, but there are institutions which conduct group discussion before selecting a particular student for a course. And whatever be the purpose of the GD, you know the structure of a GD. There are 15 to 20 students in a group, and they will be given a topic of current importance to talk about, and the participants are expected to express their opinion, and there will be a moderator or an observer. He won't moderate as such, but he will be an observer. He will be observing how the participants are behaving in a group discussion. And normally the group discussion period or duration is for 15 to 20 minutes. And let's get into the characteristics of a group discussion. First of all, it's a purposeful activity. Group discussion is a purposeful activity. What does it mean? There is a purpose or a goal behind each and every group discussion. Basically, it may be for employment, and this GD is conducted among a group of shortlisted candidates. They might have undergone a selection procedure by way of a written test or aptitude test, and the selected candidates out of the aptitude test will be called for a group discussion. Okay, so the purpose is to select or even shortlist the shortlisted candidates, and it can be, as I said, for admission to a course, and in that case the purpose is slightly different, and it is an interactive process. The group discussion is all about communication. The respondents or the participants are asked to interact. They have to express their opinions, their knowledge, their information. So there should be complete interaction in the group, within the group. And it is a democratic process. What does it mean? There is no particular leader. Everyone has got the same right. Everyone has got the same chances and opportunities to speak and express their opinion. And there is nothing like somebody dominates and others are, subordinates to him. Nothing like that. It is completely a democratic process. It's a cooperative process. That means there should be a mutual cooperation among the participants or among the group members. And we should, along with talking or along with expressing our opinions, we should be helping others to express their opinions. There should be a mutual cooperation within the group, among the group members. And it is a flexible process. There is flexibility, which is another characteristics of a GD. Flexibility means there is nothing like a fixed time so that we can speak, and fixed duration for which we can speak. Nothing like that. Everyone has got the flexibility to speak whenever and however he or she likes, and they are free to express their opinions. They can like or dislike. Everything is allowed. They have complete flexibility in interaction within the group discussion. And there is a shared leadership. It means there is no named leader in a group discussion. Anyone and everyone can be a leader in a group discussion. The leadership is shared among the participants of a group discussion. Anyone can emerge as a leader, anyone can take the lead role, no issues with that. And next, we are going to discuss about the process of a GD. A GD process, it's nothing like a technical thing or something. A GD, though it's a qualitative process, it undergoes different phases. First is initiation, secondly body, and third is summarization. It's easy for you to remember. There's nothing like if you are participating in a GD, you have to think which step or which phase I am in. Nothing like that. You can be at ease, you can involve in a GD just like that. But theoretically, when we say there are three phases of a group discussion, first is initiation. That means somebody has to start, isn't it? When a topic is given, somebody has to take the lead, somebody has to start the discussion, and that's known as initiation. The discussion begins there. And the next phase is body. That means everyone, that's the main aspect, everyone gets a chance to speak. When somebody initiates, the person speaks his or her opinion and then passes over the discussion to the next person, then he or she takes up and the discussion goes further. Okay, and in the body part of the group discussion, everyone is free to express their opinions whenever they feel like. And once almost everyone discusses, or once the duration of the group discussion gets over, it becomes the summarization part. Just like somebody initiates the discussion, somebody can summarize the discussion as well. But there are certain group discussions in which the observer asks every participant to summarize. Then it's like 1 minute or a half a minute is given to each participant so that he or she can conclude what all points they have said. And in other cases, nobody will be asking you to summarize, but some of you can just take the lead and summarize the discussion, bringing in all the points which are being discussed as part of the group discussion. That's the process of a GD. And now the traits to be possessed by the participant of a GD, or the prospective candidate. So traits are awareness. The first trait to be possessed by a candidate in a GD is awareness. Without awareness on the topic, he or she cannot do anything, isn't it? So only if we possess some awareness on the topic of discussion, we can start with the discussion. Or in other words, if you think that okay, the topic given to you is completely strange to you, what you have to do is please pause a while, please wait for some time, just listen to what others speak, just garner some idea on the topic of discussion, and then speak your your opinion and your points. And second is communication skills. The most significant trait to be possessed by an applicant is definitely the communication skills. Without communication skills, we cannot excel in a group discussion. Here we are referring to the oral communication skills. We should be having knowledge about the proper usage of words. We should be knowing the grammar part. We should be able to frame simple sentences. Please don't think that okay, you have to decorate the statements which you say. You have to say only the catchy phrases or colorful sentences. It's not like that. We can say anything in specific, clear and direct way. So let your words, let your points be specific, let it be direct and let it be clear. Then your communication skills are getting reflected in the best possible manner. And also make sure that you are talking in the right pitch and tone. Make sure that you are being calm and composed while you talk, but always the stress should be there on the points you discuss. You should be able to bring forth your points in a convincing manner. That's most important. Thirdly, initiative. As I said, initiation is the first process of a GD, first phase of the process of GD. Whoever initiates the GD gets a bonus mark. Okay, he or she gets a credit for initiating the discussion. So make sure that you have that enthusiasm within you to begin the discussion, to initiate the discussion. But do attend this only if you have got some idea about the topic of discussion. If not, please don't attempt. Please wait so that others can say their points and later on you can join. Okay. And fourthly, assertiveness. Assertiveness is your concrete understanding on the topic of discussion. You can be assertive, you can be clear, you can be factual, but make sure that you are not getting aggressive. Okay, so what is your intention is to make sure that the points which you have in your mind is put forth in the most convincing manner. But you can't demand that, okay, everyone have to listen to me, everyone has to agree with me. There's nothing like that. There are people who have the right and flexibility to disagree with you. But let your words be assertive, let it be clear, crystal clear. And next is flexibility. As we said, we have got the flexibility to speak whenever we like, whenever we feel like. And we got the flexibility to speak whatever we like, whatever be the points. All the respondents, all the participants have been agreeing to the topic of discussion. But you are free to disagree. There's nothing wrong, okay? You can stick on to your stand, you can stick on to your beliefs, and you can just speak your mind through. There's no problem at all. And you can speak whenever you feel like. You can wait till the last minute and you can speak. There's nothing like, okay, for how long you speak is being the matter. It's not so. What matters is how well you speak. No matter how long you speak, no matter you speak only for a while, but if you have spoken the correct aspects, spoken, if you've been sensible in speaking, that's what matters. And next is creativity. Be creative in your expressions. There's no point in everyone repeating the same thing, right? So even if you have got the same opinion, bring forth that in a different manner. Be creative in thoughts as well as in expressions. Okay. And next is inspiring your encouraging mentality. The trait which you need to have is, as I said earlier, along with you speak, make sure that others are also getting a chance to speak. Encourage them to speak up. Encourage or motivate them to express their opinions. They may be feeling diffident. They may not be feeling comfortable. And you can very well make out that, okay, so one person is trying and not getting a chance. Then you can say, okay, we can now listen to that person, or you can give a chance to that person. You can support others if you feel like, okay, it should be like an encouraging and inspiring mentality. And the next aspect is listening skills. So what matters is, as I said, not speaking more, it's about listening more as well. So listening is one of the finest skills a person should have. So we may be good in communication, we may be confident and all that, but we got the responsibility to listen to others when they speak their points. Okay, so listening skill is the last trait which you need to possess. Then moving on to the essential prerequisites of a GD. So here what I'm trying to talk to you is, these would be the aspects that the observer would be looking into. While an observer listens to you and watches you in a group discussion, he or she will be going through all these points, whether you have it or not. Okay, first of all, analytical thinking. You should have analytical thinking. When a topic is given to you, you should analyze your thoughts before speaking, and you should also analyze the opinions of others, and you should be able to connect it when you speak next. And then you can also bring forth, facts and figures if you feel like. And next is leadership qualities. There are n number of leadership qualities. Some of the qualities we've already spoken about, like having communication skills, having the initiative, having the good temperament, having the flexibility, creativity, all that are leadership skills as well. Inspiring, encouraging, everything is part and parcel of leadership skills, right? Leadership qualities. So how good are you being a leader? As I said in the outset, there is nothing like a named leader in a group discussion. Anyone can emerge as a leader in a group discussion. So as the discussion advances, somebody just emerges as a leader. So how well can you lead the discussion? How can you bring back the discussion onto track even if it deviates? All that is being counted by the observer. Then communication skills, as we said, how clearly you speak, what is the extent of clarity lies in your opinions. Are you able to speak in simple and understandable language? Uh, are you able to maintain a calm and composed attitude while speaking? All that is counted. Along with communication skills, non-verbal skills is also important because the observer observes you when you are not talking as well. How are you behaving in the group? What is your posture? What are your gestures? What is your facial expressions? How do you move your hand? How are you sitting? How are you leaning forward? Everything is being observed. So non-verbal skills is also really, really important in a GD. And do you have a positive, positive disposition? That's what is counted. And systematic approach. As we said, a group discussion is completely systematic. There is a purpose. There should be a self-imposed discipline in a group discussion. There's nobody, even if the observer is there, he won't be interfering then and there. He will be letting the discussion happen in its with its natural flow. Okay, so is there a self-imposed discipline in the group discussion? How sequentially it is being done? All that will be noted down by the observer. You have to remember that there is no room for an emotional outburst or excitement. Okay, you can express your points, but remember that it's a professional platform. Okay. And next is self-confidence. It is one of the finest qualities every leader should have, or every job applicant should have. So a interviewer, or not interviewer here, an observer or the employer will be checking whether you have got enough confidence to express yourself. How do you present yourself? Do you have, as I said, do you have a positive attitude in you? Do you have an encouraging attitude in you? Is there a leader in you? All that will be marked by the observer. And then patience and empathy. Do you have the patience to listen to others? Do you have the patience to wait for your turn to speak up? Are you interfering others when they speak? How well can you tolerate others? How are you reacting to a comment which is opposite to your opinion? Everything matters. Okay, you have to be patient, you have to be tolerant, you have to you don't have to react when there is a negative opinion to your statement. Okay. And team management skills, this is one of the very important skills every employee should have. So definitely an employer will be analyzing whether you have the team management skills. There should be the team lead as well as the team player in you. Okay, so how well are you mingling in a team? How effectively can you lead a team? How effectively can you gel with the team members? All that is noticed. And finally, knowledge is not the final aspect, because only if we have the knowledge and awareness, we will get a chance to express that, okay, I got communication skills, I got self-confidence and all that. So you should be knowing about the topic of discussion. You should have, you should update yourself with the current affairs and all that. Okay. And these are the essential prerequisites. We've been trying to understand what all are the aspects which the observer or the employer will be looking into. And finally, let's talk about the do's and don'ts in a GD. Okay, so throughout our discussion, we've been talking about what to do and what not to do. So you might have got a primary understanding on what you are supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. Still, let's go through it once again. Initiating the GD, as I said, it's the do's. Okay, you have to do that. You have to initiate a GD. Given a chance, or you have to grab the chance to initiate the GD. Whenever the observer announces that, okay, it's time for the discussion to begin, just go for it. Just start with the discussion. But as I said already, Go for it only if you have at least some knowledge on the topic of discussion. Maintaining eye contact is so very essential. You're not here, but still I am looking at the camera just under the hope that, okay, you all, there will be people to listen to me once. So maintaining eye contact is so essential. It shows our confidence. It speaks much about us. Only if we have clarity in our expression, we'll be able to look into the eyes of the person we are talking to, isn't it? So having a proper eye contact expresses, or our self-confidence is getting reflected through the eye contact we maintain. So, and next is correct body posture. Correct body and eye contact also shows our enthusiasm and interest in the discussion. Okay, and correct body posture refers to how are we sitting? Crossed legs, folded hands are not allowed in a GD. It's not a positive, simple of attitude. So sit straight in the chair or wherever you are supposed to sit, and make sure that you are sitting comfortably, and make sure that you have a clean and positive posture, and lean forward when others are speaking. Shows interest through your expressions that, okay, I'm interested in listening to you, and that will be counted in your listening skills as well. And allowing others to speak, that's so important. Okay, it's not that, okay, we just have to speak and we have to lead, and only we should lead the discussion. No, others should also get a chance to speak, and we have got the responsibility to listen to others, support them, and we can also disagree with them. That's completely allowed. And listening skills, as we said, listen to others. Listening is also one of the finest quality which will be counted in a group discussion. It's not that you don't have to speak, you have to speak, but along with that, you have to let others speak, and along with that, you have to listen to them. Okay, hearing and listening are different. You may be knowing that, isn't it? And speaking sensibly, there's no point in speaking countless words unless and otherwise you have some clarity on the topic. You should talk, you should make some sense while you talk. Okay, you should be logical in speaking. You should have your words should be able to bring forth the discussion, bring forth a new color to the discussion, bring forth a new fragrance to the discussion. There should be a value addition in the discussion when you speak. There is no point in just repeating what others said. You should speak sensibly. Sensible speaking is also associated with the cooperative mentality, letting others speak, listening to others, talking in the right manner, talking, not being aggressive. Okay, all that comes under this. And positive attitude, you should have a positive attitude, not just when you speak, even while you just listen to others. Make sure that you have a positive attitude. Okay, make sure that you are supporting others, make sure that you sound positive. That's all. And bringing the discussion on to the track, this is something every participant is expected to do, because many a time what happens is the discussion gets derailed. It gets into some other unknown domains, and the discussion, and people just start speaking about that, and the first topic remains untouched. So when you understand that, okay, these people are talking nonsense, or these people are talking about unrelated aspects, you should bring back the discussion onto the track, and that will definitely be a plus to you. Avoid too many details. So you should speak in simple words, in clear terms. You shouldn't be giving too many details, because the time is so short, time is so limited. So within the very minimal time you've got, you should be able to express yourself perfectly well. Okay, so it's always good to add in facts and figures, but please don't pay much attention into it. More than that, what is counted is the way you express your points. Okay, and dressing formally is an essential prerequisite. Please don't dress up in a funny or very casual manner, because our body posture, our non-verbal skills are all getting reflected through the dress which we wear. Okay, so make sure that you are dressing according to the requirements of a formal situation. Okay, and clarity of speech. Be clear about what you speak. Be clear about the tone. the speed. Okay, don't be too fast and too slow. Don't be too loud. All that you have to you have to remember, you have to pay attention into. Okay, and concluding the discussion, many a times it's always as I said, you won't be given a chance to conclude, you won't be asked to conclude. So in that case, just like how you grab a chance to initiate the GD, you should grab a chance to conclude the GD. But remember, it shouldn't be like summarizing only the points you said. No, you should be like, summarizing the points that everyone has said. That should be the best manner of concluding the discussion. So we've talked about the group discussion as part of the first unit of the fourth module. I hope the discussion was useful to you. Thank you so much for your patient listening. God bless you all.